It is the Sports Fix here on Flow FM. Great Flinders football. Let's see if we can't make some sense out of this. We've got, 7 teams. 6 of them are going to play this Anzac round, and Elliston districts will be spectators. They will watch on and have the bye this week. Chris Prime will be in the thick of the action, and he's back with us again. G'day, Primey. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, Reeves. Yes, it's that start of the year is just a little bit hard for us to get our head around. Another couple of weeks and we'll get back into some sort of normality.
A little bit stop-start, isn't it? Particularly for you guys, because you had the week off last week. You'll play this week. Then I think you got the bye the week after, so you're sort of game on, game off at the moment.
Well, it is. And, I mean, Elliston districts are the same. They played before Easter and they're going to have a fortnight off now, which turns into 3 weeks by the time you play. So, it's almost like you're starting the season again. Like, that first hit out sort of, you get a bit used to it, and then you need a couple of games under your belt to sort of understand the whole game again.
Yeah, round one was almost the trial game, but I mean that's the pitfall of a 7-team competition. Of course, the good side of it is, it's brought in some extra excitement and I guess interest into the competition in Great Flinders, hasn't it?
Oh, it has, and it just you needed. Yep, that extra side has just lifted everyone. Like, I guess you do get a bit stale playing the same team. So, and I know talking to the Eastern Air crew that's the same there with that extra team coming in. Like, it's just it just lifts the whole feel. So no help the comp.
No doubt. Well, let's have a look at the matchups for Anzac round. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Primey, but I think it will be the round where Anzac medals will be handed out. Not necessarily the best on ground, but I believe the criteria is to the person in the game who best exemplifies the Anzac spirit. Have I got that right?
Yeah, I believe that is correct. Yes, there'll be all 3 games. The medal will be handed out.
And the netballers will be doing the same thing, I believe.
Correct, yes.
So let's start with your crew. Elliston District's not playing. Let's start in Tumby Bay. You're doing the hosting. Air United, your nearest neighbour and rival, they will be coming to town. It's a traditional clash between these two sides.
I mean, it is, and it's always pretty hard fought, and it doesn't matter where each side is on the ladder. It's you keep saying you grow an extra leg. Well, I think both sides do. Like, that's one you really want to make sure you get over the line with. So, I know Air United late last year pushed us and probably in the end could have got over the line with us. But look, it will be a tough ask for them again this year. Like, they've picked up a couple of blokes who've come in, and I think they'll be looking for development of their younger footballers coming through. Like, another season under the belt. So. That will be, I think, where they'll grow, like just that experience they've gained from last year, and they'll know what to expect. And they'll be red hot to get on the track and get going, I reckon.
Well, the Tumby boys will be more than ready. I think you guys will be donning Anzac-themed jumpers too, will you not?
Yeah, we've got Anzac. The RSL has got help get Anzac jerseys prepared for us, and I think it's a really good thing to develop. Like, over the years, and I've played for a long time, and I haven't seen it happen at country level, and whether that's the cost or what it is that stopped country clubs from doing it, but it's I think it's a nice way to honour those that have let us do what we do. Like, without them, without what they sacrificed, we wouldn't be doing what we do today. So, I think it's a nice way to honour those that have served.
Absolutely, mate. So the A-grade footy game gets underway at 2:30 there at Tumby Bay Oval. We will move to a couple of other clashes. We're going to have our first look at a couple of other teams for the season as well. Ramblers, they will do the hosting against Lock. We saw a Lock in the first week of the season against you guys, a very tight tussle they had there. But Ramblers... we know that there's been a few, well, I won't say a mass exodus from the club, but there's been a few guys that have moved on and retired, and it'll be the next generation of Ramblers coming through.
Well, they were a pretty young side last year. Wes Bilney and Kingsley have headed to Ramblers. And yeah, look, I think they'll still be around the mark. It's just a couple of outs like Jacob Stoll and Liam Cox will be missed. And but yeah, look, their young blokes will keep pushing hard, but it'll be a hard tussle for them against Locke, who showed 2 weeks ago they're going to be a pretty handy side again.
Absolutely, and the two Bilney boys into that Ramblers side will be very, very handy. Of course, Wes has got he's played some games there at Ramblers in the past. This will be Kingsley's first venture into Great Flinders, as I understand it. He's played, I think, up in Far West in the past, but normally a Mallee Park Pecker from Port Lincoln. He'll be making his way to Ramblers for his first crack at it.
Yeah, look, good luck to him. We keep finding players coming up from Lincoln to have a bit of a run, and it's somewhere they, I guess, they enjoy it. A bit more family. You can follow the netball, but it will be interesting as we go.
It will be. And look, the other game at Carcoo. What about this one? Well, we know how well the Eagles have recruited United Yolana at the Couplex. They will be hosting Cummins Kapini Cougars, who did everything but win the flag last year. They got a few extra recruits in as well. I believe Yoe Wagner's invited his brother down to play, and looks as if that's happening at Cougars. So they'll be strong again. Yes, they will. They've got a few outs, but pretty much, their ins are going to cover their outs. So look, they'll be very much around the mark again, and it will be a absolute crack of a game, I think, on Saturday there. As we said, Yolana have got some very handy players, and I think the Cougars boys will be out to something to prove. I know you don't prove it this time of the year, but no doubt over summer that would have been sitting at the back of their minds, waiting to get back at this game. Well, burning in their stomach, you would have thought, to go through a year, undefeated, and then lose on the big day, the grand final day, albeit to a team with pretty good pedigree. I mean, United Yolana are no slouches, particularly finals time, as we know, but that's got to hurt when you, and I know you've been there in the past, Primey, so it's never easy to recover from that. No, it's not. And I think I said after we lost ours
In 2008, thanks Ramblers, that it's how you respond to that, and I think that's what the test for Cougars will be. It's how they respond in 2022 to what happened in 2021.
Yeah.
And if you look through their side and the people in the club, you'd be pretty confident that they'll respond positively. Now, that might not end up with a premiership, but it will mean, the way they carry themselves and go about it, that will be fairly important.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. So, United Yolana, Cummins Kapini Cougars, 2:30 at Carcoo Oval, rounding out round 2, I think it is, of Great Flinders football this weekend. Anzac round, always a special round, Primey, and there'll be action throughout the day with the juniors kicking the dew off the ground early. What time do they kick off? About 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, the Colts under 16 kick off at 10:15. I should know that, shouldn't I? Didn't have to think about that. Followed by the minis, and then the twos hit the field about 1. So, look, it will be. They're always good days, and it just makes it a bit more special Anzac weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Get to the footy this weekend. Great Flinders football back in action. Chris Prime, thank you very much, mate. Good luck on the weekend.
No, thanks, Ray. Just before I go, we do have an extra game on Sunday. Not Great
really?
Flinders. There's a bit of a game going on in Port Lincoln on Sunday.
Oh.
And now Port Lincoln gets to host the Norwood Westies game.
Of course, yes. Thank you.
Kicking off at 2:10. They're playing for the Teakle Cup.
Oh, why are they playing for the Prime Cup? Come on.
Well, I didn't get the memo.
Surely you're at least getting down there to toss the coin, the cult hero of the Norwood Footy Club.
I don't know if I'm tossing the coin, but I am heading down. There's a few boys heading over, so I'll head down there and just catch up with a few old mates, I think.
Should be a cracking game too. Watched West Adelaide last week, and they were pretty good against the Eagles. So Norwood have struggled a little bit, got over the line against Port Adelaide, the old enemy, last week. So These two sides in reasonable nick. I reckon they'll put on a nice show down there at Centenary Oval.
Oh, look, I think they will win. I think as a community, if we can get down there and support it, we'll get more games. I think Norwood would like to make it a annual trip over here to show the support of the country footy as well. So, I mean, as supporters, we need to vote with our feet. So if we can get down there and watch it, I reckon it'll be great.
Plenty of local lads from the Eyre Peninsula will be running around in Nord jumpers too. So get down and support them. Primey, good luck. Make sure the Nord boy calls heads, all right?
Yep. Yeah, no worries.
Good on you, buddy.
Cheers, mate.